Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down. Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4 yards the pickup. First down.
First and 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down by...
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Block now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed to give it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On on second down and 4. Lock. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Lock now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's on second down. Chase Young on the tackle.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Walton, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Adoree Jackson on the...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And a Patriot first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brown, the ball carrier. T.J. Green on the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Ronald. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones at 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Back at the 50-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Locke working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. They look to throw. It's Locke. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotguns, Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Chase Young.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For an LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Edmonds on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2, now Burrow. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Intercepted yet again. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
At the 15-yard.
It's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Lambeau set to kick off.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 14. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down at 8.
12-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First down, New England.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
To second and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. To throw again. Locke. He'll have a first down past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. The give is to Jones. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Locke. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Patriots.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Down at the 31.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A gain of a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. He'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a dump off here complete. That catch good for only a couple. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
On 1st down, Locke. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
New England.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Clock now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
48-yard line.
This give is to McCoy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Montez Sweat.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Tackle made by Chase Young. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The boys got the 1st down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often. Eyes open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. That's complete to Slayton. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they